In this video, I want to talk to you about hope, because I believe this is the perfect time to share some hope with you for this next year that is quickly approaching. This video is actually in response to a question I received from a YouTube subscriber, and I do read all of your questions and I appreciate them, which, by the way, guys, if you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscription button right now so you can keep up to date, make comments, make suggestions, and I look forward to hearing from each and every one of you. Now, hope can be best described or defined as the positive state of mind in any given circumstance or event. So keeping a positive state of mind in a given circumstance or event. This is what hope is best defined as, guys. One of the problems that we run into, especially when we're dealing with narcissistically abusive people, is that we can confuse hope with expectation. And we're going to talk about that in this video. I want to share with you my personal journey of discovering hope and letting go of expectation. And I know this is going to help you, and I know that it's going to resonate with you in your situation. Now, up until just this past year, for the past 7 to 10 years, I was stuck in a place in California trying to fit into a relationship with narcissistically abusive people that wasn't working. I was trying to make something work that just wouldn't work, and I was giving and giving and giving nonstop to a group of people and to a relationship that wasn't giving anything in return. Now, a lot of us get stuck in this area of hope. If we give, if we do this, if we do that, then we hope it's going to change. We hope it's going to make them better. But what we don't realize is that this actually isn't hope. What we're dealing with is our own expectation, right? It's like dropping a bucket dropping a bucket into an empty well. We expect, because it's a well, we expect there to be water down there, but it may well be empty. And we keep dropping our bucket and bringing up absolutely nothing. And we keep dropping it, and we say, well, it's a well, so eventually there's going to be water. Why? Because wells have water, and I'm going to eventually drop some water. It's empty. And we're stuck. You can stay stuck at an empty well. That was my experience with the narcissistically abusive in-laws that I was dealing with. They were an empty well, and I was giving and giving and trying, and they were not able to, and they did not want to give in return anything. Yet I continued to try. Why? Because I was hopeful? No. Because I expected. Why did I expect? Because I had a visualization of what being involved in a big family should look like. It was my expectation that if I kept giving and kept trying and kept talking and kept reasoning and kept rationalizing, that eventually I would break through and draw up the love and the acceptance and the appreciation that I was hoping for. No, that I was expecting in return. That's the truth. And as most of you know, when you deal with narcissistic abuse, it starts to affect all areas of your life, guys. Not just the relationship. Work was affected. My finances were affected. Everything was affected, and I was losing for years. I finally made the decision to listen to the small voice that said, get your family, get up, and get out of here. So we did. Packed up 2 cars. And just in 2 cars with my family, we drove out of state, out of California, and moved to Missouri just this past year. And this is where I discovered where hope is, and this is what I wanted to get to. This is the point. Moving out of state with just 2 cars and a family, I had no idea, I had no frame of reference of what that would look like. All I had was hope, an optimistic state of mind out of a current situation or event. That is hope. Now, I'm going to share the rest of my story while I walk outside, guys. Will you join me outside? Now, my trip out of California to Missouri, I had to let go of all expectations. I didn't know what was going to happen. I didn't know where I was going to go with my family. I didn't know what was going to take place. And it's in this unknown area that I really found hope. There's 3 things, guys, that I want you to take away from this story. In order to find hope, The first thing you have to do is realize the difference between hope and expectation. You have to let go of the expectations that you have of the narcissistically abusive relationship that you're in. Because there is no hope in that. There's only expectation. You expect that if you treat them a certain way, they're going to treat you a certain way. You have to break that. You have to be willing to get up and to go now. You have to be willing to let go. This is where you're going to find hope. This is where you're going to find hope. Guys, since I've gotten here in Missouri, I have a nice place to live. It was more than I could have hoped for. I have a great job and a great group of people that I get to work with. It was more than I could hope for. Guys, this is Christmas Eve, and I get snow in my front yard. This is more than I could have hoped for. I found hope, guys. Hope comes when you let go of expectation and you start to just take an optimistic mindset towards the events and the circumstances that are surrounding you. But you have to stop dropping your net in the same spot. You have to stop trying to dip your bucket in an empty well over and over and over again, expecting something different to happen. This is what hope is. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for following me. I have great things coming up in the future, so be sure to subscribe. I hope that you like this video, and I hope that it inspires you to go out and start to find hope. All right, guys, have a Merry Christmas. Bye.